Sexy. Hey, where are we?
We're in Splendid China.
Orlando, Florida.
Orlando, Florida. There's my husband. He's in Splendid China. You zoom in on him. He's over by the Chinese lion. Pepper.
She is busy studying the map to see which way we gotta go. It's like hardly anybody in here. It's 10:05.
Okay, we're here right now. Stone Forest.
That's where we are?
Yeah, see? The Stone Forest right there with the waterfall.
Right.
That's where we are right now.
Oh, that's the Stone Forest?
Yeah. Go down Silk Road. Called 1,000 Buddhist Caves.
Called 1,000 Buddhist Caves, although there are only 492 of them, this is the largest grotto complex in China. This system of caves was begun over 1,600 years ago at the site of a prosperous town along the fabled Silk Road. Yet it was not discovered until 1900 because it had been covered centuries ago by the desert sands. Inside every cave are vivid idols and frescoes depicting Buddhist stories and showing the daily lives of the inhabitants over the centuries. For instance, paintings in cave number 159 depict all the court ladies as being exceedingly plump because from the 7th to the 10th century, being well-rounded was the standard of beauty. This exhibit is
well-rounded.
the actual size.
So they're saying fat was happy. That's what they're saying.
That was beautiful.
Fat was beautiful back then.
Is that you?
Cool. It really is cool. Look at that, man. Whoa. That was covered by sand. Imagine what kind of wind sand they had, the storm they had for that. Here we are in Little Chinatown. As we come closer and closer. Is that Godzilla? Honey, where you going? Ooh, what's going on? Ooh, it got cool in here, boy. What? This is the Buddha temple, ain't it? Oh, this is what's inside those houses. Wow. This place is really wild. It's pretty nice. Those probably fell off.
This is what they found, you know?
That is wild. That is pretty cool. Now we're coming out.
This is so neat.
Whoa, as we peek around the corner of the stones, what do we see? Whoa, man. This place is wild.
All the pleasures of the world were his for the asking. Yet he hungered for a deeper meaning to life, so he gave everything up and became an ascetic, choosing a life of humility and degradation in search of enlightenment. But after 7 years, he still had not found it. So Shakyamuni vowed to sit under a bodai tree and not move until the idol died for eternity. Having sitting to do nothing, he attained enlightenment. But 2,500 years ago, Buddhism was born.
We want children. We want many happy children.
This statue of Shakyamuni is from wooden China Grotto and is 1/3
Nice.
the size.
That's 1/3 actual size. Penny?
I guess you make a wish.
I'll put $1 in there. Wow. Really nice.
Could put a stop to these disasters, a monk started carving the largest Buddha in the world out of a hillside where the three rivers meet. With money donated by Buddhist believers, this 236-foot-tall Buddha was eventually finished. 2 people can stand side by side in each of his ears. More than 100 people can sit on each of his feet. When one of his fingers was partly destroyed, 5,000 bricks were used to mend it, each of which is 0.8 square feet.
Wow.
The actual statue is 8 times as big as this model. Mid-Air Temple. The Mid-Air Temple in Shanxi Province is a magical sight. Poets have called these temples the fairy temples of Hengshan Mountain because these 40 buildings and palaces seem to float in the air. But despite their insubstantial appearance, the workmanship is so superior that they have stood for 1,500 years despite windstorms, rain erosion, and earthquakes. Inside the temple, the 3 major religions of China are represented, with statues of the founders of Buddhism, Taoism, and Confucianism. The scale of these models is 1/10 actual size.
Okay, we're walking through the stone forest. This is what rainwater does to stones. A gap, what? A gap between two.
Between 2 stones. This princess is so neat at nighttime.
Look at this. This is cool. Whoa.
should have my camera. Cool picture.
This is cool, this place. This place is cool, man. Look at that thing. It's gonna fall on your head. Whoa.
This is so neat.
This place is cool. It's cool right here, too.
Yeah, it is. We're off to the next adventure.
Yes, we are.
We'll be back.
Bye, everybody.
See you in a little bit.
About 600 years ago, in the Yibin area in southwestern China, lived an ethnic group known as the Bo people. Although they disappeared without a trace, they left behind their cliffside tombs. On the cliffs were paintings depicting horse racing, dancing, religious activities, and martial arts. And for miles along the cliffs were suspended their beautifully preserved wooden coffins. The actual tombs are 15 times the size of this replica.
Attack of the 50-foot woman!
The Summer Palace. When the original Summer Palace was destroyed in a war, the Dowager Sushi displayed great wisdom in her sense of priorities.
Wow.
She misappropriated money that was supposed to be used to modernize the Navy, and she used the money instead to rebuild the palace and gardens in 1888. The magnificent gardens display a wide range of Chinese aesthetic techniques. For example, side screening, which uses the element of surprise. Entering on the east side of the palace, you see only buildings, but as you continue walking, you suddenly come upon one wonderful view after another. A wooded hillside, a graceful pavilion, a large lake, the 17 opening bridge, and the Jade Belt Bridge. This unexpectedness adds to the viewer's pleasure. The actual palace is 15 times the size of this replica.
This is where they used to eat, make cook food and stuff. Then they all go to work. Unbelievable.
Stretching 4,200 miles from east to west, the Great Wall marked China's northern border when it was built 2,100 years ago. It was intended to keep out invaders, so beacon towers were built at regular intervals from which sentries could send smoke signals during the day and fire signals at night if an enemy approached. A British museum expert calculated that the amount of stone and brick in the wall would suffice to construct 2 smaller walls around the Earth along the equator. And when astronauts were in orbit, the only man-made structure they could see from space was the Great Wall.
Wow.
The real wall is 10 times as tall as this scale model.
Demonstration of the use of the straight spear. Ladies and gentlemen, this is Denzhen. Perform with double swords. Ladies and gentlemen, this is Wong Ta. straight spear. Ladies and gentlemen, hold to 9-section width. Ladies and gentlemen, this is Chin Hu. People lived in harmony with nature and became very good at imitating the sounds of animals. Eventually, the Chinese developed an entire art form based on the imitations of the sounds they heard around them. Ladies and gentlemen, this is Mr. Ying Guagong.
Hi, how are you? Hey, look, what's this? What's this? Everybody gets what's this? Oh, this is not bird, a toy. This is a baby duck. Baby duck. This is duck.
Tai Chi is one of the finest products of the Chinese culture and philosophy. It is based on the principles of yin and yang, which means that in life there must be balance. Therefore, the movements are done very slowly. They are rounded, flowing, and balanced. Now you will see a combination of the Yin and Yang styles of Tai Chi. Ladies and gentlemen, the Splendid China martial arts team.
Just what my mother does.
Splendid China Martial Arts Team. Now we present an 8-time Chinese acrobatics champion who can do more standing on his hands than the rest of us can do standing on our feet. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the Yang Kai.
What balance that is right there? Forget it. That was excellent.
Yang Kai, ladies and gentlemen. To complete our show, we present a popular hand form of Chinese martial arts known as Nanchuan, or South Fist. Once again, the Splendid China Martial Arts Team. Splendid China Martial Arts Team. Well, ladies and gentlemen, this concludes our show for this morning. We hope you enjoyed it and have a splendid day here at Splendid China.
Well, this guy was digging for a well. He came across these life-size.
It's a tomb.
It's a tomb. But he came across it when he was digging a well. Check it out. Oh, you can see perfect in here.
Good.
The light picks up everything. To your left, yeah.
The story is told that in the 7th century, a man named Li was being pursued by his enemies. He came to a monastery and asked the monks to hide him. When his pursuers demanded that Li be sent out, the monks, who were kung fu experts, drove the soldiers away. Years later, Li became emperor of China, and he repaid the monks by declaring Shaolin the #1 temple under heaven and allowing them the privilege of eating meat. Thus, they became the only carnivorous monks in the Buddhist world. Shaolin Temple was built in 495 AD and the birthplace of the Shan sect of Buddhism.
Goodbye from Splendid China. We walked the whole thing. We're going to see you later.
Bye.